My name is Emma. I'm a 33-year-old homemaker. 1 year has passed since I got married, but we still don't have any children. My husband Tony loves kids, and from the beginning of our marriage, he was excited about starting a family. However, storks aren't exactly punctual, you know. Impatient, Tony suggested I get a checkup at the hospital, so I visited an obstetrician. After many tests, I was relieved to hear the doctor say there's nothing wrong, but right when I let my guard down, Tony suddenly declared, "Sorry, I want a divorce." Why? There's nothing wrong with me. I really want kids soon, Emma. If we keep going like this, I'm too worried about when we'll have them. I was at a loss for words. We've only been married for a year. I've proven to have the ability to get pregnant. Can't you wait a bit longer? But Emma, you're already 33. While we're waiting, you'll turn into an old lady. Actually, you might already be an old lady, ha. I want to give my child a young and beautiful mother. What does he mean by give? Does this man think of his wife as some sort of object? His words stabbed me in the heart. But I love Tony. I tried my best to persuade him not to divorce, but I couldn't change his mind and we separated after just a year. I was so depressed I couldn't think about anything, but as time passed, I began to see Tony's true colors. He didn't love me as much as I thought. Perhaps he only saw me as a tool to have a baby. The moment that thought turned into conviction was 2 years later. I heard from my friend Catherine that Tony was having a shotgun wedding with his new girlfriend. Catherine has been my best friend since college and coincidentally worked at the same company as Tony. So she was mutual friends between me and Tony. Having bright and friendly characteristics, Catherine was popular with everyone. Relying on that, Tony seemed to confide in her about anything. His current wife, it seems they've been involved since he was still married to you. Wait, does that mean he cheated on me? Exactly, blaming you for not being able to have a child while he was fooling around with another woman. Catherine put down her coffee cup roughly and looked at me. Emma, don't let that guy get you down. Find someone new. Encouraged, I finally put my feelings in order. And 1 year later, I got remarried. After the divorce, I worked part-time at a call center and met Ray, who was 2 years older, and we started dating. About 6 months into our relationship, he proposed to me. I'm so happy, but, well... You don't want to marry me? No, it's not like that. I might have difficulty getting pregnant. What do you mean? When I explained in detail the circumstances of my divorce with my ex-husband, Ray laughed it off, saying, "Oh, is that all? The doctor said there was no problem with you, Emma, right? Besides, having a baby is something we face and deal with together as a couple. Stop thinking of it as just your responsibility." Hearing those words, I couldn't help but cry. And what if we can't have kids? We'll just walk through life together, just the two of us. The warmth of Ray, as he said that and held me, I will never forget for the rest of my life. I was truly happy in my remarriage. Ray, my husband, was great with housework and he took care of himself without any help. It's probably because I've been single for a long time, but thanks to that, I was able to meet you, Emma. I'm grateful to God. He said, blushing and looking adorable. He was a great cook too, treating me to authentic Italian dishes. In comparison, Tony, my ex-husband, wouldn't even take the trash out, so I was surprised to see a man being so self-sufficient. I guess I was truly fulfilled. One day, half a year after we got married, I found out I was pregnant. At a routine checkup at the OBGYN, I was told, "Congratulations!" I couldn't believe it. I rushed home to tell Ray, who had just come back from work. Are you serious? Way to go, Emma! Suddenly, he lifted me up and I was startled. Hey, cut it out, Ray! Sorry, I don't want to startle the baby. He gently put me down and then started to caress my belly. I'm glad you're happy. Of course I am, it's our baby! Looking at Ray, whose eyes were welling up with tears, I felt my own eyes starting to water. It's all thanks to you, Ray. Being with you, I felt so calm and safe. I think that's why I could conceive. You have to take care of yourself, okay? Absolutely no overexertion. Yes, I understand. The next 10 months were like a dream. I barely had any morning sickness, and during my second trimester, Ray and I enjoyed shopping for baby items. Then, one day before my due date, my phone rang. It was a call from Tony, my ex-husband. After some hesitation, I answered the call. Hello? Hey, Emma, it's me. Hi, long time no see. I heard from Catherine. Is it true you're pregnant? Yes, it's true. Why? I thought you couldn't get pregnant. His insensitive comment left me speechless. Maybe I should have been a bit more patient. Tony joked, which wasn't funny at all. I didn't need your patience. How's things with your new wife? Huh? No, what are you talking about? He played dumb. Well, it doesn't matter to me anyway. Bye. I ended the call with an exasperated voice. Wondering about the purpose of his call, I told Ray about it when he came back from work. I didn't divorce him out of hatred, but his sudden call has upset me.
Maybe he had a fight with his current wife? Maybe he wanted you to listen to his grumbles.
I don't think so. He made an impolite comment saying he should have been a bit more patient.
Maybe he wanted to congratulate you on your pregnancy, Emma.
There's no way, Ray. You're such a soft touch. Ray, chuckling, was truly a kind-hearted guy. Seeing Ray like that, my annoyance seemed ridiculous, and the conversation naturally shifted to the topic of our baby. The baby is a girl. The doctor let us know at our last checkup. We spent that day discussing her name again. Ray's eyes were shining with joy.
I can't wait to see her.
She'll be here soon. Exactly a week later, our baby was born. Hoping she would grow as warm as the jewel, we named her Amber. When I held Amber, Ray said to me through his tears, thank you, over and over again. I've been home since being discharged, fighting the good fight of motherhood. Of course Ray helps too, but there's so much we don't know, and we've made a lot of mistakes.
It would be nice to have dependable grandparents around right now.
There's nothing we can do, both our parents live far away.
It might have been a good idea for you, Emma, to go back to your parents.
It's okay. No matter how hard it gets, I want to be here with you and Amber. Even though I'm exhausted from many sleepless nights, seeing Amber's face soothes me. 3 months have passed and we've been mixing formula with breast milk. We finally started to sleep a little easier. One day, Catherine came to visit with a baby gift. Wow, so cute! Looking at Amber asleep in her crib, Catherine let out a soft cheer. Congratulations, Emma. Thank you. I'm so glad you could come. I meant to come earlier. I'm sorry. Don't be silly. I know you're busy with work, Catherine. I'm just glad you could make it. I served the cake and coffee Catherine had brought as a gift, and we sat across from each other. We chatted about Amber, and by the time I had brewed a second cup of coffee, Catherine started with, I wasn't sure if I should bring this up, given how happy you are, Emma, but can I talk to you? What's up? Why so serious? Well, it's about Tony. You know he had a kid right away with his new wife, so he thought the fertility issues were because of you. Well, that's probably what he thought. But once he found out you were pregnant, he changed his mind. He started to wonder if it was his body that was the problem. What a thing to bring up now, but I was curious about Tony's health. Tony had a child, didn't he? What's the problem? That idiot! He's been blaming his wife saying, it's not my kid. Whose seed did you plant? Catherine was aghast. What? That's a stretch even for him. I thought he was crazy when he came to me with it.
So Tony was genuinely worried?
It seems so. But apparently Catherine did comfort him. And guess what he said then? Once a man chaser, always a man chaser. I can't trust anyone.
Look who's talking.
He's one to talk. It's unbelievable. Both Catherine and I were flabbergasted. His wife was furious. They had a big fight and she went back to her parents' house.
Well, of course she did.
What should I do? He came to me whining, but I yelled back at him. How should I know? I imagined Tony getting yelled at by Catherine and couldn't help laughing again. Anyway, Tony's place is a real mess, I'm worried about Emma saying something unnecessary.
Don't you think it's fine? He doesn't concern me anymore.
Well, yes, but he's not himself these days. Looking at the genuinely worried Catherine, I thought this woman is truly kind.
I'll block Tony's calls.
Sounds good. Also warn him not to contact me. At that moment, I heard the crying of Amber, who had just woken up from her nap. I got up and picked up Amber. Can I hold her too? Catherine stretched out both arms. While the two of us were calming Amber down, Tony completely slipped from my mind. A month passed like this, and I was busy with childcare. There was no contact from Tony. However, Tony's wife showed up with her child all of a sudden. She said she got the address from her mother-in-law. She had informed her in-laws about the whereabouts just in case. Tony's wife, who introduced herself as Sophia, was a cute woman in her 20s with large, impressive eyes. Her almost 2-year-old son, John, was the spitting image of Sophia. We sat opposite each other on the sofa. John was completely absorbed in playing with my daughter, who was lying down. I'm sorry for showing up unannounced. I just had to apologize to you, Emma. Sophia began.
Apologize?
Yes, I was dating Tony without knowing he was already married. I'm really sorry for everything that happened. I was honestly perplexed by her apology. The truth is, an apology now just complicates things. So you came all this way to apologize? No, we've decided to get a divorce.
What? With Tony?
Yes, it doesn't concern you, Emma, but I really wanted to hear this, so I forced my way in. Sophia began to talk as if a dam had burst. Her story was full of surprises. I was harshly accused of having a child that wasn't his. To prove him wrong, I took a DNA test to establish Tony's paternity. So, hasn't the issue been resolved? It's not that simple. Despite his relentless insults calling me dirty and claiming he only married me because I could have kids, the moment the results came in, he flipped, saying, "Oh, good, good. Now I can be sure about having a second child. Can you believe that?" Sophia's anger was unstoppable. Yes, I may be the other woman, but it was Tony who deceived me. Sophia hit the table hard. Hey, calm down. You're startling the kids. I'm sorry. Looking as if she had come back to herself, Sophia bowed her head. So, you've decided to get a divorce? Yes, he only sees his wife as a tool for producing children. It doesn't matter who he's with. I understand that feeling all too well, because I had felt the same way. If asked whether I hate Sophia sitting in front of me, I might say yes, but at least her child is not to blame. Watching the children play happily, I couldn't help but feel sorry for them. Fortunately, Tony's parents are on my side. They're so disgusted with his stupidity that they banned him from their home. His parents are such nice people. I know, right? How could such a loser be born from such wonderful parents? We ended up laughing as we looked at each other. Tony's moaning about custody, but of course I won't give it up. If he causes more trouble, my in-laws said they'll bring in a lawyer. So, what are you going to do now, Sophia? I'm going back to my hometown to look for a job. Alright, hang in there. Thank you. I thought you, Emma, would understand my feelings, so I came to you. Also, I'm worried that the jerk might pick a fight with you, Emma, so be careful. Any animosity towards Sophia was gone due to our strange bond. We both really picked the wrong guys, didn't we? No way! You, Emma, found a wonderful husband after all! You still have plenty of chances ahead, Sophia. With a broad smile on her face, Sophia left. I might never see her again, but I wish her the best from the bottom of my heart. I heard from Catherine that Tony and Sophia's divorce was official a month later. I've gotten a new smartphone and Tony hasn't contacted me. However, it seems that Tony keeps telling people that I was the cause of his divorce. What a loser. He still says that if Emma had just gotten pregnant quickly, there wouldn't have been any problem. Catherine is raging over the phone. I was so pissed off I gave him a piece of my mind in front of everyone. What did you do? I decided to transfer him to a subsidiary. Catherine is Tony's boss. The competent woman had climbed her way up to being department head in Tony's division. Isn't that misuse of authority? An enemy of women is an enemy of society. Hearing Catherine laughing, I murmured, poor Tony. There's no sin in wanting a child. However, a man who only sees women as childbearing tools doesn't deserve to live in this world. Poor Tony, given a hard time by his wife and boss, still seems to despise women as ever. Even at his new place, he's reportedly still messing with women and getting a taste of his own medicine. Some people never learn unless they die. Maybe I should ask the devil that he should GTH.